So it's almost the end of the month, and once more I'm scrambling to get things done. And it's been one of those months, it's been one of those days. For instance, I just thought I was wrapping up a video and I realized that camera wasn't recording because I had to stop it to go break up the boys from fighting. And you know what? I forgot to start it again to talk, so oh well. Anyway, it has, like I said, been one of those months. It's been a challenging month for a lot of people, and hopefully it's going to get better from here. Don't have any guarantees, but I'm hoping. You know, the video situation in particular has been interesting because, well, last month, I know I have to do batching. My life is too unpredictable, there are too many things, and as much as I am enjoying learning about this and pushing myself, the law firm takes much higher priority, and the writing takes a much higher priority, usually. There's a little more to that one, but the thing with it is that I have to do batching. That is just the best way for me, and it's wonderful. I also learned this month that it's really hard to not be too organized when doing videos. Last month, though, just about everything that could go wrong with the videos went wrong, and I ended up deleting them because I wasn't satisfied with the quality. There were problems with the audio, there was problems with the syncing. I screwed up some things that I'm not even sure how I screwed them up. This month, I'm working on doing better. And I got everything together on the 21st because on the 22nd, Cursed was going live. And it is live now, and I'm so happy. And I had 3 videos planned. I was really excited about these. One was going to be about the story itself, the announcement, just a little brief thing. The second was going to be a story talk video, and the third was going to be about, it was actually going to be me reading it live. Well, sort of. It was, you know, on a video. And the challenge that I ran into was I was using a microphone, and the microphone, for some reason, when I tried to record just audio and not do the camera and all, it started making a reverb sound and echoing, except I didn't realize this until I was done. Of course I didn't realize it till I was done. And I was trying to fix that, so I redid it and tried to upload, and there just was problem after problem. But it turned out to be a good thing that there were so many problems, because do you want to know what I did? I did not finish cleaning up the files properly. And it also gave me enough time to come up with a better YouTube slide at the end. And I actually like it. It's not exactly where I want it to be. And a funny side note, I learned after I went into Microsoft Paint and made most of those icons, I found a couple of other much better ones on a place I think it's called Icon Grabber or Icon Setter. I'm going to link it in here because I can't remember what it's called exactly, and they're free icons. And oh well, I'm getting better with various graphic design techniques, and even though I'm still very basic. So I was very frustrated that it took as long as it did to get all of this done, and at that point I had lost some of my momentum as well, and I was feeling intimidated by the process and overwhelmed because, of course, lots and lots of unexpected things have been happening, and there have been a lot of challenges. And I knew, okay, we're going to get through this. So I sat down the other day and I was going to put it together. But first I organized it. And again, I'm so glad that I did that because I had so many video clips. And so today I was going through them. And oh my goodness, I learned that when you record just audio, things do change in a different way. And I was really nervous when I went through it again this time. And maybe I was the first time. I'm thinking I was, but maybe the other sound problems made it so that you couldn't really notice. And oh, yes, I had the breaths, which most of the time I think are very quiet. I didn't think that anyone could hear them, but with the microphone turned up like that, you can hear all of my anxiety breaths as they're coming on. I mean, and it's not an anxiety like panic attack or something, just like that little sharp intake when you're trying to brace yourself. So I realized, no, I can't release that. That's so annoying to hear. It's like a half-hour chapter. Actually, I think it was 23 minutes by the time all was said and done. I can't do that to my readers. And, you know, how unpleasant to be listening and every so often you hear this sharp intake and reminding you that the person who's reading it is terrified and it's not exactly fitting in the story. So I figured out how to use the program to cut out those breaths. And so I have cut them all out. Now, I am going to apologize in advance if you're listening to it, because it did change the vocal quality in some other ways. I did some noise reduction, and I'm going to keep working with it because I think that my levels in general are a little bit off. They need some work, but I am getting better and better, and I'm really excited to see what happens with it. And so, all in all, it sounds better with the breaths removed and a little bit smoothed over, even though sometimes it sounds like I'm moving and I'm not. It's just that sometimes, and I'm not quite sure how, I clipped out some of my own voice, and I think that's probably because the sound from my voice was merging with some of what I was trying to take out of the background. But it's still understandable, and once I get a better microphone, I'm going to do it again because, you know, my father, who's worked in this a lot, has have other people, and they've told me getting a better quality microphone and taking a couple of steps in addition to what I've done will improve that significantly. The other thing I'm excited about is that I finally have the logo up and running. I've got a few more tweaks that I'm going to do. I've been working with the color palette in particular, and I'm learning how to do this, how to make the logo a little bit more interesting and dynamic. But absolutely wonderful artist, Julia did this. I commissioned her for it, and she actually came up with this beautiful camera, which I will talk about a little bit more in a separate video about why, because this is a custom camera and all of it has meaning for me. Then let's see. I guess, you know, it's time for me to get back to working on the uploads. I have more story work that's happening, and, you know, question of the day is, what is a project you've been working on where just everything that could go wrong has gone wrong and you pushed through? Tell me some encouraging stories, or if you're in the middle of one of those situations, let me know what you're up to. Anyway, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.